What is going on, you guys? PokeLiv here, and I am always trying to come up with fun video ideas. And today I thought, you know what? Let me just put together a top 10 things that I've seen across all forums that you guys absolutely hate in the game. So these are the top 10 most hated things in the game. And by no means, these are not in order, guys, but I will just start with number 1, being that dreadful sea bass. Oh my goodness, guys. If you know, you know. You see that big shadow in the water, you're so hyped, you're gonna get a rare fish. And it's the sea bass with the same joke every single time. So if you guys love fishing in the game, I already know you absolutely hate that dreadful sea bass. So now, sticking with the theme of fishing, if you fish a lot, especially for those rare fish, you do need to craft some bait. So that requires just digging up a bunch of these clams and then taking them to a workbench and crafting bait. This is so tedious, guys. I saw this across so many forums. The dread of bait and the lack of being able to just craft a ton of items at one time. You have to go through it one by one. It is so tedious, but unfortunately you do need that bait to catch some really good fish. Unfortunately, I know it sucks. I hate it too, but it's just one of those things that's part of the game and you kind of just got to go through it. So number 3, and I've talked about this in previous videos, but you guys hate the showcase. Every single item you dig up, you catch, you get in the ocean, whatever it is, they showcase it all. Literally, even if you've gotten that item a million times, you will get the showcase, and it is frustrating. Trust me, I know. I don't like it either. I think the only time you should have that is when you get a new item. So next up, we have villager personalities. Now, across all Animal Crossing games, New Horizons came in at the worst villager dialogue yet. Especially, guys, those jock personalities. You all are so sick of the jock personality, and so am I. All they talk about is working out, and the dialogue is just quick. It's almost like they don't even remember that they just talked to you. They all say similar things. They'll tell you about events. The dialogue is just super lacking, and I don't like it either. When I see a jock on a resident hunt, I just run. I don't want another one. I don't like it, and you guys especially do not like it either. So I feel you on this one. I hope they do better in the future. So next up, we have weeds. Now, if you have areas like this where you just have so many, yes, you can use the cleanup service, but you do need a lot, and believe it or not, it's pretty hard to get that cleanup service. But weeds are so annoying in the game, and I do have a video that will teach you guys a really cool trick to get rid of them. But it just seems like no matter how many weeds you have, that they're just always in areas that are really hard to get to. Like you have to climb. They're around the outside of your island on these edges and cliffs, just super annoying. And I know you guys absolutely hate them. I'm with you. So next one here, we have balloons. Now this one surprised me because I kind of thought it was just me. You guys don't like balloons either. They're pretty annoying. I mean, you have to get your slingshot, which sometimes takes a while. And then you don't always get the best things. Now, balloon colors do matter, which I promise I will get into in a future video. But guys, you have to just chase these balloons around. They move in a weird way. The game is super glitchy with like behind buildings and just a weird view. And then sometimes you knock it down and it falls into the water. And yes, it can give you a Nook Mile reward, but it is just simply not worth it. So next up, another really weird thing in the game is they have all of these really awesome items that you can't use. And you guys hate this. I saw this on all forums. All this cool exercise equipment, whether it's the boat like you saw, no matter what it is, you can't use any of it. And I know that it's decorative, it looks fun in your home. It's just a simple design game. I know I'm overthinking it a little bit, but I do think it's silly that you can really only use, a punching bag? Come on, guys, super lame. And even like household items, rides, all of this stuff, you can't use it. And if I am correct with a city game for the future, are we going to be able to drive cars? I don't know. Loading screen times. My goodness, guys, this is one of the slowest games I've ever played. And I play a good amount of games. I love Nintendo Switch games, but Animal Crossing New Horizons is incredibly slow. Just between the opening scene with Isabelle just signing on, doing the travel process with Orville and Wilbur, it is so freaking slow, especially if you are trying to connect with other players online. It is timely. And don't even get me started if you are trying to resident hunt and you have to just keep time traveling, or if you're just time traveling to speed up the process of whatever you are building. You are going to wait a good amount of times. And trust me, guys, when I live stream this and I time travel, I apologize so many times because it's so tedious just watching these screens. They're so slow, and I really just hope the game speeds up in the future. It would be super helpful. Now, coming in at number 9, we have the DLC, the Happy Home Paradise. I know a lot of people were really hesitant on getting this. I did, just because I'm such a huge fan of Animal Crossing, but it does kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. I do think if you're as into this game as I am, you should have it. It is a great add-on in the sense of there's a lot to customize, but once you complete the real main story of the DLC, which is getting the certain buildings on your island and completing all of the characters' houses, I mean, aside from just having that option to customize villagers on your own island, it's really not that good. It's super repetitive. It's the same thing over and over again with just basically choosing, designs for these people that have ideas you have to fulfill. So, I mean, in the aspect of customization, it's super good. There's a lot of patterns to choose from. There's tons and tons of items. You can even change room sizes. I mean, I do think it's pretty cool in that sense, but overall, as far as a DLC goes in comparison to a lot of other games, it really does fall short. So our very last point here is the online play. I'm sure a lot of you guys that made it this far to this video could probably already guess I was going to talk about the online play. I stream this game quite often. Obviously, guys, check those out. They're super fun. But the online play sucks. You really can't do much. You can fly to your friends. You can use treasure islands, but you really can't do that much other than just check out other people's islands and their designs and what they're doing. It's really all you can do. I mean, maybe you want to bring a friend some things that they want or have asked for, or vice versa, but you really just can't do much. The game lacks online play, and I know it's not really meant to be that type of game, but I do think that they could have done more as far as just interacting with other people and maybe having like mini games, which I would love to see in the future, guys. There is just not enough here with your friends. So all we can kind of do is just hope that something does change. So I'm gonna head home, and that's gonna be it for this video, guys. As always, drop a comment and let me know if you really hate some of these things as well, or if you're just totally fine with the game. I want to hear your guys' feedback. It matters to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.